stop scrolling, because one of these 1999 state quarters could be hiding a life-changing secret. Most people see just 25 cents, but collectors are quietly paying thousands, even six figures, for specific 1999 quarters with rare mint marks. From Connecticut to Delaware and Georgia to New Jersey, these coins look ordinary, but one tiny detail can turn them into a jackpot. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the exact quarters you need to check right now before you accidentally spend one that could be worth a fortune. Stay with me. You don't want to miss this. Let's get started with first coin. The 1999 D Connecticut State Quarter with that bold Denver mint mark is one you need to know inside and out right now. This coin packs serious punch for anyone building a state quarter set or hunting for high-grade gems that deliver actual returns at auction. Right from the start, it stands out as the final design released in the very first year of the entire 50 state quarters program, struck at the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark sits tucked neatly below George Washington's portrait on the obverse. Flip it over, and you see that stunning reverse featuring the historic charter oak tree spreading its branches wide, with the words "The Charter Oak arched proudly above" and "Connecticut" spelled out below, all framed by the year 1999 and the quarter's signature edges. The design is crisp and full of symbolism that collectors love. But what really gets hearts racing is how few of these survive in top condition despite the massive original mintage. Most got spent, tossed around, or dinged up over the years, which is exactly why pristine examples are so tough to find and why the smart money is chasing them hard. What makes this specific 1999 D version such a standout in the series is the combination of its early program status and that Denver strike, which often delivers a slightly different luster and strike quality compared to its Philadelphia counterpart. Collectors who know their stuff are always on the lookout for coins that show full, sharp details on the tree leaves, the lettering, and Washington's features without any distractions like bag marks or weak spots. Eye appeal matters hugely here because a brilliant, fully struck piece in high grade can feel like it just left the mint yesterday. And that's what drives the demand sky high among registry set builders who want the very best for their collections. The rarity factor kicks in big time once you get into the uncirculated grades, because even though hundreds of millions were made, the survival rate for truly gem quality drops off fast. That's where the real collecting potential explodes, turning what looks like ordinary change into something that serious hobbyists compete over at every major auction house and private sale. Errors and varieties add another explosive layer to the excitement around this coin, and they're the kind of finds that can multiply your return overnight if you spot one. The big one everyone dreams about is the experimental Planchet error, where a few of these quarters were accidentally struck on special test blanks meant for the upcoming Sacagawea dollar program. These pieces come with a distinctive golden or off-metal look, a slightly thicker feel, and weights that don't match the standard Clad composition, making them instantly recognizable to the trained eye. Other varieties like off-center strikes, Broadstrike examples, or even minor die cracks can boost value too. But the experimental ones are the true standouts that create buzz every time one surfaces. Demand stays strong year after year because this is a first-year issue from the state quarter launch, and collectors who missed out early on are still filling gaps in their albums, while top grade and error pieces fuel competitive bidding wars that push prices higher. Condition is everything when it comes to unlocking the true worth of your 1999 D Connecticut quarter, so getting it professionally graded by PCGs or NGC is one of the smartest moves you can make as a collector. A coin in lower uncirculated grades might sit around a few bucks, but once you hit the mid to upper MS levels, the numbers start climbing fast because those pieces are scarce and perfect for showing off in sets. The luster, the strike, the absence of any surface issues, all of that combines to create coins that feel like hidden treasures. And the market rewards them accordingly. Whether you're pulling rolls from the bank, checking inherited collections, or scanning online listings, keeping an eye out for that D mint mark and that fresh from the mint look can pay off in ways that make the hunt incredibly rewarding. This coin proves that even with huge production numbers, quality and rarity still rule the roost, giving everyday Americans a real shot at finding something valuable in their own drawers or change jars. Now for the part every collector waits to hear, the current market values that make this 1999 D Connecticut quarter such a standout opportunity in today's auctions and private sales. In solid mid-grade uncirculated condition, you're looking at $3 to $15 depending on eye appeal. But the real action starts in high grades, where MS65 to MS66 examples routinely bring $5 to $30. MS67 pieces climb to $30 to $60 or more. And those ultra-rare MS68 specimens have hit records as high as $2,300 at auction, with recent strong sales still landing in the hundreds to low thousands for the very best. Error varieties take it to another level entirely, with confirmed experimental Planchet strikes in MS65 to MS67 routinely selling between $3,000 and $10,000 plus, depending on the exact appearance and certification. And other dramatic mint errors adding hundreds to thousands more when the strike is dramatic and the grade holds up. These numbers reflect strong ongoing demand from both set registry enthusiasts and error specialists who know these early 1999 pieces are only getting harder to find in top shape as time passes. This 1999 D Connecticut State Quarter isn't just another coin in the album. It's living proof that patience, knowledge, and a sharp eye can turn a simple quarter into serious collecting profit that grows with every passing year. Whether you're deep into the hobby or just getting started with state quarters, pieces like this remind us why the chase never gets old and why smart collectors keep coming back for more. Keep hunting, keep grading, and keep building, because opportunities like this one are exactly what make the State Quarter series so addictive and rewarding for anyone who loves American coins. But hold everything, because the next coin we're diving into, that 1999 Georgia State Quarter with the P mint mark, is sitting on even bigger auction fireworks and collector demand that could leave this one in the dust. Next up, imagine pulling a single quarter out of your pocket that could quietly be worth thousands because of its hidden secrets and top-tier condition. That's the kind of thrill waiting with the 1999 P Georgia State Quarter, the Philadelphia minted beauty from the very first wave of the State Quarters program. On the front, you get that classic Washington portrait with the sharp P mint mark sitting right underneath, while the reverse proudly displays the state seal featuring a powerful arch with 3 columns and the bold inscription Georgia 1999. The design captures a moment of American pride with clean lines and balanced details that pop when the coin is in exceptional shape. What sets this one apart for collectors is how the Philadelphia strike often brings a distinctive finish and strike quality that many enthusiasts specifically seek out when completing their sets. Collectors chasing these pieces focus heavily on surface quality, full strike details across the columns and lettering, and that fresh, undisturbed luster that makes the coin look brand new decades later. Because so many millions were produced and entered everyday circulation, truly superior examples have become surprisingly tough to locate in the highest grades. This scarcity fuels steady interest from people building competitive registry sets who refuse to settle for anything less than the absolute best available. The 1999 P Georgia carries that special first-year magic from the launch of the program, creating ongoing demand that keeps pushing premium examples higher whenever they cross the auction block or move in private deals among serious hobbyists. Varieties and minting mistakes turn this coin into a genuine treasure hunt for those who know what to look for. The most famous and valuable are the experimental Planchet errors, where a handful of these quarters were struck on special test blanks prepared for the new Sacagawea dollar. These show up with a distinctive golden hue, different weight, and a feel that immediately stands out from standard Clad quarters. Other exciting finds include dramatic off-center strikes, Broadstrike pieces, missing Clad layers, or double die varieties that can dramatically increase desirability. Spotting one of these in your collection or a dealer's inventory feels like striking gold, because they represent rare moments when the mint's testing process accidentally entered the regular production stream. Grading plays a massive role in determining what your 1999 P Georgia quarter is truly worth, which is why sending it to PCGs or NGC can unlock its full potential. Lower uncirculated levels might only bring modest returns, but as you climb into the gem territory, the population thins out quickly and the market responds with stronger prices. The combination of strong eye appeal, flawless surfaces, and that coveted P mint mark creates coins that stand out in any display case and attract competitive bids from across the country. Whether you're sorting through old change, checking family heirlooms, or scanning dealer inventories, paying close attention to condition and any unusual characteristics can lead to discoveries that make the entire state quarter journey incredibly satisfying and potentially profitable. When it comes to the numbers that matter most to collectors, the current auction and private sale values for the 1999 P Georgia State Quarter tell an exciting story of opportunity. Regular uncirculated examples in mid-grades typically range from $3 to $15, while MS65 through MS66 pieces often sell between $5 and $30. Move up to MS67 and you're looking at $20 to $175 or higher depending on quality, with the ultra-scarce MS68 examples commanding hundreds to several thousand in strong sales, including records that have reached well over $5,000 in recent years for the finest certified pieces. The error varieties deliver the biggest excitement, where confirmed experimental Planchet strikes in solid MS65 to MS67 grades routinely achieve $2,000 to $10,000 at auction, with standout examples and unique combinations like Broadstrike experimental pieces pushing even higher, into the tens of thousands in exceptional cases. These figures reflect real collector enthusiasm and the growing recognition that top condition and error 1999 P Georgias are becoming harder to find as time goes on. Owning a high-grade or error 1999 P Georgia quarter means you're holding a piece of numismatic history that rewards careful collecting with both enjoyment and real financial upside. It reminds every enthusiast that patience and knowledge can turn an ordinary-looking coin into something special that appreciates as more people discover its true rarity and appeal. Stay alert, keep learning the subtle differences that matter, and continue growing your collection, because coins like this prove the State Quarters series still offers plenty of excitement and value for those willing to look closely. But get ready, because the next coin on our list, that 1999 New Jersey State Quarter with the P mint mark, carries even greater auction power and collector hunger that could eclipse what we've just covered. Next up, the 1999 P New Jersey State Quarter struck at the main mint in Philadelphia during the exciting opening season of the 50 State Quarters program. The obverse carries the familiar Washington profile with the clear P mint mark positioned directly below, while the reverse showcases the dramatic scene of George Washington crossing the Delaware River in a small boat, complete with soldiers and the stirring inscription Crossroads of the Revolution along with New Jersey and the date 1999. The details on the figures, the water, and the lettering can appear amazingly sharp when the coin has escaped heavy circulation, giving it a presence that draws collectors in immediately. Serious hobbyists zero in on pieces that display outstanding surface preservation, full strike across every element of the crossing scene, and vibrant, undisturbed cartwheel luster that makes the design leap out. Even though the mint produced them by the hundreds of millions, the jump from average uncirculated to true gem quality is surprisingly steep because everyday handling took its toll on most examples. This built-in scarcity creates lasting appeal for people assembling top-ranked registry sets who compete to own the finest survivors. The 1999 P New Jersey benefits from being part of that groundbreaking first-year release, so it holds a special spot in collections and continues to attract steady interest from enthusiasts who appreciate both the artistry and the challenge of finding superior examples. What really electrifies the market are the unexpected minting surprises that turn ordinary-looking coins into standout prizes. Foremost among them are the experimental Planchet errors, where a small number of these New Jersey quarters were accidentally struck on special test blanks developed for the upcoming Sacagawea dollar. These pieces often display a warm golden or brassy color, a different weight and thickness, and surfaces that set them apart instantly from standard Clad quarters. Additional finds like pronounced off center strikes, broadstruck blanks, or subtle double die features can also boost desirability and create real excitement when they surface in collections or dealer stock. Discovering one feels like uncovering a secret chapter in modern mint history, and certified examples generate genuine buzz every time they appear for sale. Getting your coin professionally graded by PCGs or NGC is often the key step that reveals its true standing in today's marketplace. Coins sitting in lower uncirculated ranges may trade modestly, but as the grade climbs and the population reports show fewer and fewer survivors at each level, the attention and bidding intensity rise noticeably. A beautifully preserved 1999 P New Jersey with clean fields, sharp devices, and strong eye appeal becomes something special that stands out in any album or display, rewarding the collector who took the time to protect it properly. Whether you're checking rolls fresh from the bank, examining coins passed down in the family, or browsing online marketplaces, training your eye for that Philadelphia mint mark and superior quality can lead to rewarding finds that make the whole state quarter adventure worthwhile. Here's where the numbers get really interesting for anyone focused on collecting value. In typical mid-range uncirculated condition, you're generally looking at just a few dollars, but solid MS-65 to MS-66 examples commonly trade from around $5 to $30, depending on overall appeal. Step into MS-67 territory, and values frequently reach $20 to $50 or more, with stronger eye appeal pushing higher, while the much tougher MS-68 pieces have brought several $100s at auction, with select certified examples realizing up to $700 or $800 in. Competitive sales. The experimental Planchet errors deliver the biggest thrill, routinely selling from $2,000 to over $10,000 in MS-65 through MS-67 grades, and truly exceptional certified pieces with outstanding color and strike have pushed into even higher territory when they hit the block at major auction houses or move privately among dedicated error collectors. These values reflect ongoing demand from both set completists and variety specialists who recognize that top condition and error examples from this early 1999 issue are only becoming scarcer as years go by. Holding a high-grade or error 1999 P New Jersey State Quarter gives you more than just metal in your hand. It offers the satisfaction of owning something that combines beauty, rarity, and real market strength in a series that millions of Americans already enjoy. It proves that careful observation and smart collecting decisions can turn an everyday quarter into a meaningful part of your portfolio and your hobby story. Keep your eyes open, continue learning the fine points that separate average from exceptional, and enjoy the journey, because pieces like this show why the State Quarters program still delivers fresh opportunities for collectors who stay engaged. Next up, but the 1999 P Delaware State Quarter carries a story, a legacy, and a level of collector interest that most people completely overlook. This wasn't just any release. The 1999 Delaware Quarter marked the very beginning of the historic 50 State Quarters program, an ambitious series that would go on to captivate millions of collectors across the United States. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the small P mint mark beneath George Washington's portrait, this coin represents the starting point of a modern numismatic revolution. And whenever a series begins, the first issue almost always carries a special kind of demand. But the real magic happens when you flip the coin over. Instead of a building or a simple symbol, the reverse design tells a dramatic story straight out of American history. It features Caesar Rodney riding on horseback, capturing his legendary overnight journey in 1776. Through rain, exhaustion, and urgency, Rodney rode to Philadelphia to cast the deciding vote for Delaware in favor of independence. That single act helped shape the future of a nation. The coin captures this moment beautifully. Rodney is shown in motion, leaning forward as his horse charges ahead, creating a sense of urgency and determination. Around the design, the words "the first state" remind us that Delaware was the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution, securing its place in history. It's not just a coin, it's a snapshot of courage, decision, and national identity. Now here's where things start to get really interesting. At first glance, you might think this coin is everywhere, and technically, you'd be right. Millions were minted and released into circulation. But here's the part most people don't understand. High-quality examples are a completely different story. Think about it. This was the very first coin in the series. When it launched, Excitement was everywhere. People were spending them, collecting them, storing them, trading them, but also handling them constantly. As a result, many of these coins quickly picked up scratches, marks, and wear. Over time, truly pristine examples, coins with flawless surfaces, sharp details, and full original luster became surprisingly scarce. Collectors today are extremely picky. They look closely at the horse's muscles, the fine lines of Rodney's clothing, and the smoothness of the coin's fields. Even the smallest imperfection can make a big difference in value. That's why top-condition coins are always in demand and always harder to find than people expect. But condition alone isn't the only thing that can turn this quarter into something special. Let's talk about one of the most talked about varieties in modern U.S. coinage, the famous spitting horse error. This unusual feature appears as a die crack extending from the horse's mouth, giving the impression that the horse is spitting. It might sound minor, but in the world of coin collecting, small details can mean big money. This error wasn't intentional. It was the result of a flaw in the die used to strike the coins. But instead of being discarded, some of these coins made it into circulation, where sharp-eyed collectors eventually discovered them. Today, the spitting horse variety has become a recognized and highly sought-after error. The clearer and more dramatic the spit line appears, the more desirable the coin becomes. In lower grades, it might add a modest premium, but in higher grades, especially with strong eye appeal, it can significantly boost value. And that's just one example. Other mint errors, like off-center strikes, broadstrikes, or coins with missing clad layers, can also bring serious attention. These are the kinds of coins that stand out immediately, even to beginners. They look different, feel different, and often sell for far more than standard examples. Now let's talk about grading, because this is where things can really change. Professional grading companies like PCGs and NGC evaluate coins based on condition, strike quality, luster, and overall eye appeal. They assign a grade on a scale that can dramatically influence value. For the 1999 P Delaware quarter, lower-end uncirculated coins might only sell for a few dollars. But as the grade increases, the price rises quickly. Coins in the MS65 to MS66 range can bring decent premiums, while MS67 examples often reach into the hundreds. And when you get into ultra-high grades, like MS68, these coins can achieve auction results in the thousands, especially when demand is strong. That's the power of condition. And when you combine high grade with a desirable error like the spitting horse, the results can be even more impressive. What makes this coin truly fascinating is its dual identity. On one hand, it's common, something millions of people have handled without a second thought. On the other hand, it has the potential to be rare and valuable under the right circumstances. That contrast is exactly what keeps collectors searching. Some people go through rolls of coins from the bank. Others check old jars, inherited collections, or dealer inventories. Every coin gets inspected, every detail examined. Because the truth is, valuable coins don't always come from expensive purchases. Sometimes they're found in the most ordinary places. And that's what makes this hunt so exciting. The 1999 P Delaware State Quarter isn't just a piece of metal. It's a reminder that history, rarity, and opportunity can all exist in something as small as a single coin. It represents the beginning of a legendary series, a defining moment in American history, and a chance for collectors to discover something truly special. So next time you come across one, don't just spend it. Turn it over. Look closely at the horse. Check for that spitting horse line. Pay attention to the shine, the detail, the condition, because hidden within that simple quarter could be a story and a value you never expected. Next up, you never know when a simple trip to the bank or digging through an old coin jar is about to pay off big time. That thrill hits different when you spot the 1999 D New Jersey State Quarter with its clear Denver mint mark. This Denver struck piece came out during the very first year of the State Quarters program and features George Washington boldly on the front with that distinctive D tucked right underneath. On the back, the design captures the famous moment of Washington and his troops crossing the icy Delaware River, complete with the powerful words Crossroads of the Revolution, New Jersey, and the date 1999. The scene has incredible depth when the strike is full and the surfaces stay clean, making high-quality examples stand out immediately to anyone who knows what to look for. What drives dedicated collectors wild about this specific D-Mint version is the combination of its early release status and the way Denver strikes can deliver a slightly bolder, more pronounced relief on the figures and waves compared to the Philadelphia Mint. Most of these quarters saw heavy everyday use, so coins that still display unbroken cartwheel luster, flawless fields, and razor-sharp details on every soldier, boat, and ripple become genuinely scarce. Registry set builders and condition rarity hunters actively compete for the best survivors because the population drops off sharply once you climb past mid-level uncirculated grades. That built-in challenge turns the hunt into something addictive and gives these coins real staying power in today's market. The true game changers are the rare minting mistakes that turn an ordinary quarter into a headline-grabbing prize. Top of the list are the experimental Planchet errors struck on special test blanks created for the new Golden Dollar program. These stand out with their warm golden or sometimes greenish tint, noticeably different weight, and thicker profile that separates them instantly from regular Clad quarters. Other standout varieties include dramatic off-center strikes, Broadstrike pieces, or subtle die doubling that can add serious premium when the overall eye appeal holds up. Spotting one of these anomalies feels like hitting the jackpot in modern U.S. coinage, and properly certified examples create genuine excitement and strong bidding activity every time they appear. Sending your coin in for professional grading by PCGs or NGC often reveals its true market strength. While average uncirculated pieces stay modest in value, the numbers climb noticeably as you reach gem levels where certified populations become much thinner. A beautifully preserved 1999 D New Jersey with outstanding strike, vibrant luster, and mark-free surfaces becomes a centerpiece that collectors proudly show off and actively seek for their sets. No matter if you're checking change from daily transactions, exploring attic finds, or reviewing dealer stock, focusing on that Denver mint mark and superior preservation can uncover pieces that deliver far more satisfaction and potential reward than their small size suggests. The current auction and private sale values for the 1999 D New Jersey State quarter tell a compelling story for anyone serious about collecting returns. In lower uncirculated ranges, prices usually stay under $10, but solid MS65 to MS66 examples commonly bring $5 to $30 with strong eye appeal. MS67 pieces frequently sell from $20 to $60 or higher, while the much scarcer MS68 coins have achieved results reaching several $100s, with notable auction records approaching $1,000 for the finest certified examples. The experimental Planchet errors deliver the biggest excitement, with MS65 to MS67 examples routinely realizing $2,000 to over $10,000 depending on color, strike quality, and certification, and truly exceptional pieces pushing into even stronger territory when they hit major. Auction blocks or move in private transactions. Other significant mint errors can add hundreds to several $1,000s based on severity and grade. These figures reflect steady demand from both set completists and variety enthusiasts who understand that premium survivors from this first-year Denver issue continue to tighten in supply. A top grade or error 1999 D New Jersey State quarter gives you something special that blends beauty, scarcity, and genuine market strength in a series millions of Americans already love. It proves that sharp eyes and smart decisions can turn pocket change into a rewarding part of your collection that holds real potential as time passes. Keep searching carefully, stay focused on the details that matter, and enjoy every step, because opportunities like this one keep the state quarters hobby fresh and exciting for collectors everywhere. If you're enjoying these deep dives into valuable state quarters and learning exactly what your coins could be worth at auction, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss the next high-grade treasure. We're uncovering more hidden gems every week. Your next big find could be just one video away. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.